Take your right foot out to the side and plant your hands on the ground. We're gonna rock back and forth in this half groin position. You're gonna exhale your hips back, inhale your hips forward. We're gonna work through just a couple of these at your own pace. Eyes stare directly at the ground in front of you, creating nice alignment from the upper body all the way down to your hips. One more, and then from this position, we're gonna stay in this position. Take your right hand, thread the needle underneath your left arm, and then exhale, open up to the ceiling. Inhale, thread the needle. Exhale, open up. Just a couple of these good thoracic rotations to wake up our body and get the blood flowing. I hope you didn't hear my back just pop. It felt good though. And plant your hands, swap sides. Left foot goes out to the side. Take a big inhale and then exhale your hips back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale your hips back. You should be feeling this along the outside, the inside of your extended leg. Mobilizing through your hips. Getting ready for all the work that we are about to do. And let's thread the needle. Reach through with your left hand underneath your right, and then exhale, you open up. And watch, keep your eyes on your moving hand. Think about your rib cage rotating as you reach and as you open. Let's do 2 more here. And last one. Beautiful. Plant the hand. We're gonna work through a little bit of breath work, and then we're gonna get right into it. So bringing it all the way down on the ground. Oh, my hair's in the way. You're gonna take your hands wide in this goalpost position. Take a big inhale, and then on your exhale, slide your hands overhead. Now pay attention here to the position of your rib cage as you reach overhead. What I don't want to see is your rib cage lifting and your lower back arching as you reach overhead. If you do, if that's happening for you, shorten the range and just move the arms as far overhead as you can get them without your rib cage lifting. Think about exhaling your rib cage down towards your hips. That's going to create beautiful alignment from the top of your head all the way through your hips, and I'm going to talk about that a lot today because that is the way that you stay safe from a lower back standpoint during your workouts. Take one more deep breath here. Bring your arms to the side. Inhale, fill your rib cage. Exhale, pull your rib cage down towards your hips.
I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way our love couldn't last. Now I'm stuck replaying what I put you through. Every night I'm haunted by the thought of you. If you need my loving, call me and I'll step on through. And we can talk all night long. If you want this loving, then call me and I'll drive to you.
For our first exercise here, I'm just using my 5-pound dumbbells. Sliding the leg back. Try to make this movement as smooth as you possibly can. So there's no start, there's no end to this movement. And as you sink back into the lunge, think about keeping most of your weight in the standing heel on that left side. Dumbbells are only coming to about shoulder height, no higher. And as you lift, try not to shrug your shoulders up. It's gonna look like this. You wanna keep them nice and pinned and low. All right, next move is we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So shake it out. Right foot is planted, left foot is moving. In 3. And let's go. So another really, really important thing here is as you reach your foot forward, keep all of your weight in the standing leg and keep your hips back. It's gonna be tempting to kind of rock forward and let that knee come over your toe. But try to shift the weight back into the glute and press down through your forward heel. I like to inhale as I lower, exhale as I come up. And don't rush these. You should be feeling a burn in your glute, in your quad of that standing leg. All right, my 5s are going down. My 50 is coming to the center. Now hold this however you feel comfortable. If you prefer to goblet, that's fine too. Take your feet nice and wide, toes slightly out, and sink down into your squat. Now a couple of really important things here. Keep your weight back in your heels, not forward in the toes. That is going to activate your posterior chain, and you're going to use more glute and hamstring to power up from the squat. One common mistake that I see a lot of times is when you get to the bottom of the range, I'll turn to the side so you can see, you want to make sure you are not either extending or flexing too much from the lower back. That's not good news. So keep your chest slightly lifted, and it's okay if you hinge forward from the hips a little bit. I have really long femurs, so I have to. Next is your RDL. I've got a power block, so it's most comfortable for me to hold on the sides. You can use 2 dumbbells, you can do 1, hold in the middle, whatever's most comfortable for you. This is another one of those movements where it's really, really easy to get into a bad lower back position. So think of your core like a cylinder. Your head is stacked over your shoulders, which is stacked over your hips at all times. Even when I'm hinging, my body, my torso is in one straight line from the top of my head all the way to my tailbone. As you stand up, squeeze your glutes and don't push them too far forward at the top. You just want to lock in alignment. Back to our first movement. One more time, grab your little weights. Whew. Left foot down, right foot moving, and here we go. Nice and slow. Even in this movement, think about your cylinder. You'll notice how my head is staying directly over my shoulders, which is staying directly over my hips, even as my torso hinges forward slightly. Really good way to know if you're out of alignment is if your rib cage is flaring. So if you feel like you're open up like this, exhale, pull your rib cage down. Another cue that might help that make sense is pull your rib cage towards your hips. So instead of this, we are here, if that makes sense. Not only are you locked in here, but your shoulder blades have a slight pinch as well. So you're in one nice long line. Other side, and let's go. Now, if you're having a hard time keeping the weight back in your heel as you reach forward with your dumbbells, you can leave the dumbbells out entirely, or you can just reach your hands. This is predominantly a lower body movement, so do what you need to do to make that clean before you worry about the weight. You'll notice how the leg that's standing is always bent, and I'm always in this slight hinge position. That's keeping my leg under constant load, constant tension, and I feel it. Back to our sumo squat. So your feet are going to be slightly outside your hips. Point your toes out, maybe about 10 degrees. And here we go. Inhaling down, exhaling to the top. Now take a look at your knees as you sink into your squat. They should be tracking out in the direction of your toes. Remember to push your hips back like you're trying to sit in a chair, keeping most of the weight in your heels. All right, one round of RDLs. Let me get a little bit of a longer break. Bend at your knees to pick up your dumbbell, or dumbbells, or barbell, and let's go. As you hinge, there should always be a very slight bend in your knees. Never locking out from a knee standpoint. And you should be feeling this predominantly in your glutes. If you're feeling any pain in your lower back, a couple options. Either drop the weight slightly or practice this move with no weight at all. Push your butt back behind you. Keep your shoulder blades pinched. And as you exhale to the top, pull your ribcage down and pinch your shoulder blades together. Roll your shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Bring those dumbbells to the front, side, down, side, front, down. Don't rush this movement. And you may feel already, as you're moving from side to front, your core has to work really hard to not let your upper body move. So locking in from your core, exhaling your rib cage down towards your hips, and maintaining that tension through the entire movement. You can give a little glute squeeze. That might help you stabilize a little bit better as well. And only let your hands come up to 90 degrees, not above. And rest. All right, we're gonna bring it down to the ground for the next one. We've got a wide to a narrow push-up. Take these on your knees or your toes, it is up to you. You can go hands wide for one push-up, and then hands narrow, elbows in for one push-up, alternating. Here we go. Now that tricep push-up is significantly harder for me, so I'm gonna drop to my knees with the tricep push-up, and then pop up to my toes for the wide push-up. Super important here to keep your hands underneath your shoulders in the tricep push-up. And then don't let your hands walk out in front too far or too far back behind you. You want them in line with your shoulder for every single push-up. Okay, staying down on the ground, we're going to do a hammer curl to an overhead press. So grab your dumbbells, roll your shoulders up, back and down. Exhale your rib cage down towards your hips. And here we go. Think of this as one continuous movement. You're curling your dumbbells up to your shoulders and then pressing directly overhead. Now with my curl, lock your elbows right next to your torso. Don't let them swing back behind you. Don't let them come out in front. Right next to your torso. And especially on the overhead press, don't let your rib cage lift. We're staying in alignment this entire time. Try to make this movement smooth. There's no start. There's no end. We are just moving. And final movement of our upper body block. Round one is a W raise. We're gonna send our hips back behind you. If this doesn't feel good, if you feel pressure on your low back, take a knee to the front and hinge forward. If not, you're good to go here. Open your arms to the sides. We're gonna make a W. So elbows stay down, thumbs point to the back wall, and your hands should be about in line with your shoulders. Big pinch between your shoulder blades, and pause for 1 second at the top. Watch the position of your neck here. If, when you open up, your neck comes forward, that's a sign that maybe you have a little too much weight. If you can, keep your neck in line. Eyes on the ground. Lower the weight if you need to. You can do this movement with no weights. You can pinch between your shoulder blades as hard as you possibly can. Squeeze your thumbs to the back. You're still gonna feel it. Back to our first movement. One more round through our upper body block. Front to side raise. In 3 seconds. And here we go. Now this round through feels significantly harder. My little 5-pound baby weights suddenly don't feel so small anymore. Don't rush these movements. Keep your core engaged and move nice and slow. If you're noticing that you're starting to shrug your shoulders, take a minute, roll your shoulders back, shake it out, and come back to the movement. Option always, drop the weight, use no weights, especially in a extended upper body set like this. You're gonna feel it either way. Push-ups, I am taking these on my knees this time through because my shoulders are already fatigued. I can feel it, it's gonna get sloppy if I don't. So set up with your knees back behind your hips. One wide push-up, one narrow push-up. On your narrow push-up, pinch your elbows to your sides, and they should track right back behind you like train tracks. With your push-ups, just like with every other movement, your core is a canister. My neck is in line with my shoulders, is in line with my hips. If you're feeling your hips raise too much, you can bring your knees in and keep working through this way. Modify the movement before you get sloppy. And that's what I thought. Okay, curl to press, 2 more movements. Reset, roll your shoulders. I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot harder than the first time we went through it. And here we go. If you're having trouble with your overhead press, if you're not able to get your hands directly over your head, you should not be doing an overhead press. It's just gonna cause you issues in the long run. If you can't get your arms fully extended here without your rib cage popping out and your butt popping back, that's just a compensation. It is not going to do you any favors to do that movement if you can't do it correctly. You're just gonna end up hurting yourself. So you can always take out the overhead press. You can switch it to a side raise if you need to. Whatever you need to do to move safely and effectively. Last movement is our W raise. Remember, your option if you need it is to put 1 foot forward as you hinge to protect your lower back. If the back feels okay, sink your hips back to create that slight 45-degree angle. Here we go. In a lot of these upper body movements, our tendency will be to shrug, especially as you fatigue. So pay attention to your traps. Pay attention to your shoulders. They should not be rolled forward. They are pinched back, shoulder blades together, away from your ears. Almost through here. Pick a spot on the floor to look at so that your neck doesn't change position, especially as you fatigue. Upper body circuit done. Here we go. All right, from the top to the bottom, your hands are directly under your shoulders. Your shoulders are away from your ears. There's this muscle called the serratus that's directly under your armpit. It's kind of here in this area. You're gonna use those muscles, it's around your lats, to pull down. So you should actively feel a squeeze in that muscle that's right underneath your armpit. And then think about pushing the floor away from you. So you're locked in from an upper body standpoint. Your eyes are staring about 6 inches in front of your fingertips so that your head is in one nice long line, right as just as we talked about with the cylinder in every single movement. Okay, second thing, we're moving into a lateral split squat hold. So take a wide stance. We're gonna sink our hips over to the right side and hold for 45 seconds. Here we go. So drive your hips over to the one side, the right side. Your weight should stay in your heel here. Don't rock forward over the toe. Push your butt back behind you. If you need to shorten up on the range in order to maintain good alignment and from an upper body standpoint, you can do that. Press away from the floor a little bit, stay a little higher. That is totally fine. You should be in contact. Think of your foot like a triangle. Your heel is the top of the triangle, and then your big toe and your pinky toe are the other two corners of the triangle. They should all be in contact with the ground at all times, but push your weight back into your heel. We're gonna bring it down to the ground for a hollow hold. Couple options with this one, because this one is a lot for 45 seconds. Bring it to your back, arms overhead, legs up. Think about your body being in a C position. Now, if this is too hard, you can bring your hands here, pull your rib cage down, keep your chin tucked. Another option is to bring your feet a little bit higher. The higher they are, the easier it will be to hold this hollow hold. If even that is too much, you can bend your knees or leave your upper body on the ground. Breathe through it. Make sure your shoulders are staying off the ground if you're up in the full hollow hold position. You should be looking at your knees and pulling your rib cage down. You should not be feeling anything in your lower back. Lateral split squat on the left side. Wide stance. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Sink in. One leg is fully extended straight out to the side. You'll probably feel a little stretch in here. If you don't stretch as much as someone like me maybe has told you to. Drive your hip to the back, keeping pressure in your heel, toes in contact with the ground. Your upper body hinges forward slightly so that you can push your hips back. But what do I not want to see? Do it. It's not cute. you need to go internal, go internal. Oh, okay. Back to our plank. If this is feeling not great on your wrists, you can always do these on your forearms as well. You just want to make sure that your elbow is then directly under your shoulder. Here we go. Option, you may also drop to your knees in order to maintain your good position. What I don't want to see is this. I also don't want to see that. That's going to put pressure in all the wrong places and not work the muscles we are trying to work. So hips stay up in line. If you want to feel your lower abdominal muscles a little bit more, give them a little tap, just slightly. You should feel your transverse abdominis, those lower abdominal muscles, light up. Keep pressing the floor away. And if you want to make this even harder, think about pulling your palms towards your toes. That core will start to sing to you. Almost done. Lateral split squat on the right side. Here we go. Send your butt back. Let your shoulders come forward, but your chest stays open. You're not rounding here. Chest is staying forward, not lifted in line. This is the last time we're going to do this, so if you can, sink a little bit lower. Let it burn. You need to close your eyes. And come on up. Hollow hold. 2 more isometrics. And then we are done with our isos. Here we go. Remember your options. If you need them, take them. Extend the arms overhead and lift. You should feel like your body's in like a little bit of a C position. Shoulder blades off the ground. Toes reaching long away from you. Chin tucked. Option, bring your hands forward. That's going to take a little bit of tension off of your upper abs. If you need to take some tension off the lower, bend at the knees. Or if you're feeling this in your low back, you can always bring your head down and lift your feet up just a little bit more. I'm shaking. See if you can get your shoulders a little higher and rest. Okay, last iso. Take a deep breath, wide stance. We're sinking over into the left side for our last lateral split squat hold. Here we go. Stay where you're safe here. If you are feeling any pain whatsoever, so burning is different than pain. If your muscles are burning, you're doing it right. If you're feeling any sharpness, that's not a good sign, especially in the knees, ankles, hips, low back. Sharp is no. Stop your movement or modify it a little bit if you need to. It's just burning, you're fine. Last 8 seconds, sink a little bit lower, push your hip back behind you, taking deep breaths. Okay, isometrics done. Quick demo of the movements in our finisher because we are not taking any breaks in between. 4 minutes straight through, 60 seconds each, 4 different movements, done, no repeats. First movement is a sprawl. Squat, plant, jump or step, stand up. Second movement, double pulse squat with a heel lift. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Third movement, your mountain climber. Taking these nice and slow, we're gonna work all the way knee to elbow, if you can get it there. Fourth and last movement, lateral stepping squat. One step, let's go. So remember your options here. You can either jump your feet back or you can step them back and step them in. If you're stepping especially, make sure your hips are back and you're in this low squat. Plant your hands before you move your feet. Feet are flat before you stand up. Flat hands, flat feet, flat hands, stand up. If you're jumping, land nice and soft. Don't let your hips drop, even as you jump back into your sprawl. Your core stays locked the entire time. These jumping movements teach your core reactivity and build the ability to stabilize even as we move. 3 seconds. Double pull squat heel lift. Here we go. 1, 2, up. Trying to catch my breath so I'm not heavy breathing in your ear. Remember the rules of your squat. Send your hips back behind you, keeping your weight in your heels. Find your bottom range, pulse up, back down, and then drive out of the floor. As you come up, squeeze your glutes. Your hips aren't coming forward, they are locking in. Squeeze. Ten seconds. And we're moving into our mountain climbers. We're about halfway done with your finisher. And bring it down to the ground. Here we go. No need to run these. Focus on getting your knee as close to the elbow as you can. Remember the rules of your plank. Hands directly under shoulders. Shoulder blades squeezed. Hips don't drop. If you're finding yourself rocking at all, you can always drop to your knees and do the same exact thing. I stop talking because I'm having to go internal. Three. And bring it up, down into your squat. One step to the right, one step to the left. Never standing up. This is the final 47 seconds of your workout today. Stay low, stay with me. Sending your hips behind you, letting your body fold forward, but keeping a squeeze between your shoulder blades. So even as I move in my squat, the upper body doesn't move. The core stays locked. My eyes stay about 6 feet in front of me. I am breathing, sending my weight back into my heels, and moving for 10 more seconds. Get lower, get lower, get lower. Step wide and bring it together. Oh.